What would I do if I knew I had to fail and fail and fail and fail? Those aren't Jana's original words. I love her original words. What would I do if I knew I could not fail? But as I was preparing for this message on courage, I wanted to look at another aspect of failure. Yes, failure is only feedback. Yes, failure is delay, not defeat. But what if we really embraced failure as our friend, as our spiritual teacher? Whoa. Well, relax. I'm not going to encourage you to take more risks. You know what they found? It doesn't shift us. It doesn't strengthen us or bring us spiritual growth to take 100 little risks. It's the big ones that make the difference, right? It's only leap and the net will appear, not hop. So when we take the big risks, oh my gosh, that's when everything changes. Because big risks take 4 things. They require us to face them, and then to feel them, and then to forgive them. And then, and only then, can we make a fresh start. Oh, I am the perfect person to be standing up here talking about this. I am a great failure, I want you to know. Yeah, Let me just tell you, I can prove this. Okay, 7 years as a compulsive eater, binge eater, yeah. I woke up every morning afraid of food, went to bed every night guilty about food. I wasn't consuming food. Food was what? Yeah. So that lots of diets. You don't want to know the number. And then I was divorced. Yeah, not once, but twice. Yeah, and we know how to feel that one, don't we, guys? And then I've owned a company. You know, I'm a motivational speaker, and I've owned this company for like 25 years, and I've run out of money 3 times. Yeah, just okay. And the credit card's maxed, and what do you do? And you pray a lot. So those are big failures, but the biggest failure was definitely an intimate one. My only daughter, years ago, didn't talk to me for an entire year. Not Mother's Day, not Christmas, not my birthday. There's some facing and feeling and forgiving that went on constantly as I questioned if I was a failure as a mom and kept reminding myself who I was and that failure wasn't who I was. Oh, I think I see some other great failures out here. Let me do a quick check. Anybody here ever had a compulsion that you had trouble quitting? Can I just see those hands real quick in the air? Oh, okay, thanks. And anybody else here ever run out of money? Let's just see if we got any of those. Okay. Any of those? What was the third one? Divorce. Let's just see if we got any divorce here. Oh, okay. And anybody ever have a child not speak to you for a certain length of time? Thank you for being so honest. That's the facing of it, isn't it? And so the good news is we're in great company. Because again, well, I'll just give you a couple examples. The greats that we know, often we don't know the great risks and the great failures behind their great successes. Let me tell you about Sarah. You might recognize Sarah when I'm all said and done. She went to school every day and came home, and Dad would say, "So what'd you fail at today?" Can you imagine that being the dinner conversation? If she didn't have one, he'd say, "I want 2 tomorrow." Or if she had a little risk that she'd actually taken before, "Oh no, I want a bigger one tomorrow." Because again, that's where he knew her faith, her courage would be strengthened, and she would remember who she was. And oh, it paid off in lots of ways. Sarah is Sarah Blakely. You might know her as the owner of Spanx, and know her reputation as the first female billionaire on this earth. So, wow. What other stories can we go to? Well, let's go to one of our presidents. You might recognize this guy again. Nervous breakdown, bankruptcy, general shop just went under, 7 defeats in elections. Now, who has the courage to run again? And of course, the answer is who? Abraham Lincoln. But here's a risk a lot of people don't know about. How many generals he went through for the Union Army. The head of the Union Army. 6 times he changed his mind and said, oh, no, that's not really. Let's move on. Can you imagine what the press would do with that today? Abraham Lincoln finally found his man. And who did he find? A great failure. Let's talk about Ulysses S. Grant. Failed as a farmer. Couldn't cut it. Failed as a real estate agent. Yeah, that wasn't it. At 39 years old, he is working as a handyman for his father. And at 41, leading the U.S. troops. And at 46, our youngest ever president. Can we have a hand for both of those incredible risk takers? But then let's talk sports. Come on. Royals playing today? I forget. Are they playing today, Royals? Yeah. Well, we could certainly talk about the 29-year drought, but I'd rather go back a ways to Babe. What was Babe Ruth known for again? He was what king? He was the home run king. 40 years he held that title. That's amazing. But he had this other title that is just as important. He was also the king of what? Strikeouts. For 30 years, he held the strikeout king. Nobody remembers that one. But why are those two inextricably connected? Because it's a completely different swing to hit a home run than it is to get on base. That's what life is asking of you and I. To go for the gold, right? To really do what, okay, got to tell one more story. What Peter did. Now, Peter's definitely one of my favorite failures in the scriptures. And of course, we all remember that, cock crowed 3 times thing. But the one I love is when he was in the boat. Remember this? They just fed the loaves and fishes to the folks, and Jesus stayed behind, and they all went in the water, right? And so they're in the boat, and it's starting to storm, and all of a sudden, through the rain, they see this apparition coming. They're not sure what it is. Is it a ghost? And Jesus says, it is I. Now, growing up, I always thought Jesus was the one who said, Peter, step out of the boat and walk to me. I always thought, yeah, isn't that how life works? Is you get called to take the big risks. But it was Peter's idea. He was the one who said, Jesus, if it's you, call to me to get out of this boat and walk to you. And sometimes that's what has to happen, right? Sometimes we just know we're stuck. And life isn't calling us to a big risk. We know we have to take one because this stuckness isn't working. And we have to do something we've never done before. Like leave the Sudan without our family. We have to get out of just showing up at Unity Church of Overland Park and make that commitment and step out of our boat. Oh, it's a big thing, yes? Huh? How many of you have seen the movie We Bought a Zoo? Anybody? With Matt Damon? Yeah, it's a great true story movie, isn't it? And there's this line. It just takes 20 seconds of insane courage. Why insane? Because courage comes from the French word heart, cœur. And when you follow that huge risk, it's not up here. In fact, this is probably going to argue with you and say, no, don't, come on, no, play it safe. No, come on, you really, do you want to commit, really? And it's our heart that calls us forth to take our biggest risks. So am I connecting out here? Yes? Are you ready to take some bigger risks? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let's see the hand of anybody who's ready to take the great risks. Yes. Okay, could I have 8 of you walk forward right now, please? Could I have 4 men and 4 women? Let's have a hand for those 4 men and 4 women taking those insane risks. Here they come, insane risks. Here, come on. Okay, you're clapping or you're walking. Here you go. Okay, here they come. Keep clapping or you're walking. Clapping or you got it. Yeah, you can come on. Alfred, you can come on. Okay, all right, we got it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we need 1 one more guy, one more girl. There she comes, and one more guy. And there he is. Okay, good. Let's give him a hand. Oh, you guys are insane, because you have no idea what I'm going to ask you. Would you please join me up here at the top? And I have a quick question for you. How many of you have square danced before? Oh, okay, let's have some fun. I'm going to ask each of the men to face north, south, east, and west, facing kind of into a square, and then the women will stand, each one, at their right, okay? So guys, come on over and square it up, okay? So we're over here, okay, and the women just find a guy and stand to his right. So you're going to face this direction, great. Wonderful, wonderful, okay. On his right, there you go. There we go. Yeah. This is going to be fun, yes? Okay. Now you have a role too. You are our rhythm section, okay? So in just a minute, we're going to get you clapping, but not quite yet. Okay, guys, it's okay that you've never square danced before, because I've never called a square dance before, but that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to teach you just a couple things. Okay, this is your partner standing next to you. Let's try a bow to your partner. Go ahead and bow to your partner. Lovely. Okay, now this other person on the other side of you is your corner. So let's do a bow to your corner, just for the fun of it. Good. Okay, let's turn back to our partner and swing them. I bet you know how to swing. Okay, elbow, there you go. She's swinging, all right, okay. And you could, if you want to, swing your corner, of course, yes? Okay, yeah, okay, they want to. Okay, and now we're going to learn one more thing, do-si-do, okay? Face your partner, if you would, please, okay? Now, a do-si-do is when you keep facing the same direction. If you can put your, I don't know why, you put your arms up, there you go, okay? And then you just keep walking around them, but you're facing the same, oh, you got it! Okay. Does that make sense? That's a do-si-do. And again, we're not gonna now do-si-do your corner. You understand that, yes, okay? Are we ready? Okay. Rhythm section, are we ready? Okay. Let's have some fun. All right. Bow to your partner, bow to your corner, and swing your corner round and round, swing your corner. All right. And swing your partner round and round, swing your partner round and do-si-do your partner, and do-si-do your corner, and do-si-do your corner, corner, corner. All right. All right, they're good. Let's give them a hand. Woo! All right, you guys can have a seat. Congratulations, awesome. Oh my goodness, she said. All right, talk to me. What did you just notice? Chaos. They were making what? Mistakes. They were making big mistakes, and they were making them publicly. Oh my gosh. And what else did you notice? Fun! Thank you. I won't say who, but one of them was at the first service, and he said, I'm going to stick around just so I can square dance again. That was so much fun. Then what's it about? It's not about the making mistakes. It's about the mindset, isn't it? Because you could say, oh, but Mary Kay, that was just a what? That was just a game. Let me tell you, when I spoke to the CEOs on a cruise ship a while back, it was a rough talk. Somebody had to give it. At any rate, so here I am speaking to the CEOs, and I got to live with them for 4 days on the cruise ship. And I found out how millionaires think about money. Monopoly. If you and I were playing Monopoly and we lost a $1,000 bill under the couch, would we stay up all night looking for it? Yes or no? We would not. And it's the same. They understand that great dreams require us to risk greatly. And so I'm reminded of the beautiful words of Marianne Williamson, quoted by Nelson Mandela at his inaugural address. Our deepest fear is not that we are powerless. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, fabulous, glorious? Who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. You were born to make manifest the glory of God. And it's not just in some of us. It's in every one. And by letting our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As you take bigger and bigger risks, all of Unity Church of Overland Park is blessed. And as Unity Church of Overland Park, as a community, takes greater risks, each individual is blessed. And so we remember that the biggest risk is not taking the biggest risk. And we simply remind myself, what would I do if I knew? If I were